little brother, a renowned gamer. So, how's your day going?
Good.
Good. What did you do today?
I don't know, not really that much.
Oh, you're playing video games, right?
Yeah.
So, what is your all-time favorite video game?
Probably Forza Horizon 4 now. It used to be Fortnite, but I don't
Speak
play it
up.
that much. It used to be Fortnite, but I don't play it that much anymore. So.
Well, what do you like about it?
Which one?
Forza.
I don't know. It just seems really realistic.
I agree.
Yeah.
It looks super realistic. So, what do you think? What do you think about the house, man? This new house.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Sick, right?
Mhm.
What do you think your favorite room is?
Probably down.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you're gonna be reaching puberty soon, man. What do you think about that? Have you hit puberty yet?
Yeah.
What's it like? You smell like shit, right? It's like you wake up and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah. So, how's the girlfriend? You want to give a shout out if you want? You don't have to, but.
I don't think she has a YouTube channel.
Word.
But
So,
it's good.
let me turn this shit off real quick. Alright. Cool. So, what are your political views? Do you have any?
I don't really care about that stuff.
What about religion? You have a religion, right?
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm Christian.
Okay. So, like, what do you think the most important thing about it is, being a Christian?
I guess paying attention to God.
Word. Alright, well, yeah, I've been working on fitness lately. Been really slamming and jamming. How are you liking it, the workout regime? I'm trying to take it easy in the beginning so we can, like, really work it out.
I like it.
It's dope, right? You feel better?
Yeah.
By chance? Okay, cool. Good. Taking vitamins yet?
No.
You should be taking them vitamins. I gotta put you on, bud. So, anything else? What do you think about this Lofty Pines idea? Could you elaborate for the listeners?
I personally think that it's way too much.
Okay, so give them a recap on what's going on here.
Okay, so we're selling our old house, old farm, for like 130,000, I think she did, and the guy we sold it to wants to take off the price with this place. It's like 7.75 acres,
Right.
and it's in Colorado.
Yep.
So, and he wants like 60,000.
It's like an hour and a half away from Denver.
Yeah.
Which, I love Denver, but an hour and a half is pretty far,
Yeah,
I
it's
think.
pretty far.
But I don't know. I'm not completely closed off to the idea, but
Yeah.
if we're gonna be moving somewhere warm, it doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, what do you think about that? If we were to move somewhere warm, what do you think?
Probably like Florida and up.
Yeah, you
there.
fell in love with Florida, right?
Yeah.
It was so sick.
Yeah.
We went to Florida, what was it, last year, I think?
Yeah, we went to Miami.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was really nice. What was it? Parasailing?
Parasailing,
Yeah. Me and my little sister went parasailing. I'll probably have her on the podcast here at some point, close up and coming. So, what are your other interests, man? What else are you into? Let's pick your mind.
I like soccer a lot.
Okay.
I don't really like any other sport. I definitely did not like football. It's really boring.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's boring unless you're like playing, and like especially if you're not like the greatest, you end up not playing that much, and it's kind of fucking boring. So
Well,
I was on a C string, dude.
Yeah.
I was like the last resort, but it's still fun sometimes.
Let's hear like what you're playing and stuff. That's what makes it fun and what's not fun.
Woo. By the way, season 1, episode 3. All right, just so we can mark it. All right, So, who's your favorite actor? Who's your favorite movies? What do you like?
My favorite actor was Paul Walker.
Paul Walker? Yeah, he's really good. Yeah, that was a smudge. Just kidding. It's fucked up. No, man. Yeah, it was really good. I liked Fast and the Furious. Did you ever see Joyride?
No.
That one was good. It was like a horror movie, but he was in it. It was fucking dope. It was like this, like these teenagers are all driving on the highway, and this trucker like catches them on their CB, on the radio or whatever. I don't know if you know what a CB is. It's kind of before your time, but you have like that walkie-talkie you have a walkie-talkie in a truck. I'm sure, yeah, you're familiar. But anyway, they're going by these code names and shit, and they're like fucking with this guy, and like he comes back and he's just like murdering them because like they were posing as a woman. You know what I mean? And it's like a lonely trucker. What the fuck? Like obviously he hitched on or whatever, and then they fucked him over, and it was like this crazy, weird like storyline, but it was really good.
When did you do that?
Oh man,
Was
that was
that
back when we were at the old house.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. That was when I was showing you guys the Eric Andre show.
Yeah.
Fucking great show. So great. I was thinking about that, and like I feel like this podcast setup is going to be more something like the Eric Andre show, just without all the puking and foul smells, probably. It's kind of like whatever you want, just fucking whatever. It's going to be weird. It's going to be weird shit. No pressure. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. Is there anything you want to talk about?
Not really. I mean, I don't know. I really like No Man's Sky.
Oh yeah, No Man's Sky's been fucking awesome, man. Yeah, I've definitely been getting into that one. It's fun, especially like I caught it after all the updates. You know what I mean? Because it was like I wanted it right when it came out, and then I heard a bunch of bad shit about it, and then when I finally got a hold of it, they'd already patched everything and fixed up everything and shit. And there was like a bunch of updates and new starships and stuff, so it was cool. But how was your visit? You went to visit your biological father
Yeah.
a couple days ago?
It was okay.
Word? Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I don't know. It was a good car ride back. What were we listening to? We were listening to Stephen Lynch. Yeah. He's like a comedy singing comedian. So he makes comedy music. Pretty funny shit. All right. So if you're guilty of any crime, what would you consider it?
Well, I guess when I was like 7, I stole a phone at the Y.
No fucker. Why did you steal a phone?
I don't know.
What did you do with it? You broke it or threw it away, right?
No, they got a call from the Y, and we had to. Apparently, the guy that I just took the phone from went to our church.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so we put it in the mailbox of the church. There's like the file thing boxes. Yeah.
Ultra gangsta. Man, did you feel bad though? Was it a teaching lesson?
I don't know. I didn't really.
No. Fucking do it again. Shit. All right. So let's see. What are you looking forward to? What do you like? Anything you're looking forward to or dreading? Something that you're not into and something that you're looking forward to?
Well, I do want to get more fit.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. One day we'll get a tattoo on you. Won't say when, but it'll happen. Fuck yeah. You gotta start them while they're young, folks. We gotta get you on some vitamins, man. It's crazy. Like the effect that those vitamins have had on me is insane. It feels like it shouldn't be legal. You know what I'm saying? How fucking good it makes you feel. It's weird, man. But careful with the testosterone boosters. I hear, and of course, I don't have a Jamie or like a fact checker or anything handy, but I hear that if you take too much synthetic testosterone, then your body stops naturally producing testosterone, which is definitely not good because like we're already at like a testosterone drought. It's going down, from what I've heard, of course. So I'm no scientist or anything. But
did you hear about that like a few weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, China launched a rocket without telling anybody, and then
no shit.
yeah, and then a piece of it started falling down, and then China was like, oh yeah, by the way, we got some rocket into the atmosphere.
Fucking A, dude.
And now it's falling back to
And
Earth.
it's so not good. Like,
So
how have I not heard of this? It's crazy, dude.
part of it most of it landed in the Indian Ocean, but a piece of it landed in someone's backyard. Yeah.
Where at? Like in India or Indonesia?
It was in the Indian Ocean,
Right.
but a piece of it landed in like this filmer's backyard, and he got $28 million from it because.
God. All right, what's up, America? Like, let's start launching undescript missiles. I'm trying to catch one. Like let's get this chicken. Like, that's insane, man.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think? What was it aimed for? You know?
What?
What was it aimed for?
Aimed for?
Yeah, what were they aiming at?
They were just. It was just a rocket. It didn't have any people in it. Just rocket.
Yeah, but who were they trying to hit? Were they just testing something? Do you think?
I don't know. I guess that because they saw. I don't know. It was just like this thing I saw on the internet. It said they saw that Elon Musk was so successful because he was launching his rockets.
Word.
So they started launching rockets without telling people.
Yeah, we're having a space race.
Yeah.
Still, like, yeah, I understand. It's like, what do you think about Elon Musk, man?
I don't know. He got like $160 billion in a year.
I'm fucking jealous, dude. Like, but of course, you know, he's a brilliant dude. So
Yeah.
it's hard to be jealous. You know what I mean? When he's like also just a badass. But I think it's pretty fucked up that he smokes weed but still tests his employees. That's stupid. That is stupid, man. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be one thing if you're testing for coke and heroin and shit, but you're testing for weed, man, and you smoke weed. Like, all right, I get it. You're the CEO. You made it. But at the end of the day, if you're a CEO who owns a company and you want to smoke weed, especially if you're public about it, why the fuck are you firing people for it, dude? That's stupid,
Right.
man. Like, especially something like weed. You know, it's just. What do you think about weed, bud?
I don't know. Maybe it's just another thing.
Not like it? Do you dislike it?
I
Do you
don't
think
di-
you'll ever
I don't-
smoke weed when you get older?
Probably.
Probably. Word. I cannot wait to smoke weed with you, buddy. Ugh. Counting the fucking years. Well, what do you know about hard drugs? What do you know about like cocaine and heroin and meth and stuff like that? What do you know?
It's not good for you.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Awesome. This is what I like to hear from you. But you will smoke weed. What about psychedelics?
What's that?
Like acid and mushrooms and stuff like that.
The stuff that you and Mom did, and then we went to the beach.
Allegedly.
And then she
Allegedly.
she almost fell down like 8 times.
There's no proof of this. This is just word of mouth. So, when I may or may not have tripped with my mother on the beach. Like, yes, that. But she did get really, really, like, shit-faced. And, like, I think, and she was like, well, I didn't really feel it that much. She kind of got a body high, you know. And I was thinking, I think she just drank so much that it overrided it, you know, or overrode it, you know what I'm saying? So, like it kind of, like, she's just more drunk than she was tripping, you know what I mean? But, yeah, that was crazy. That was fucking awesome. Like, that was super fun, man. I was feeling it. I didn't drink too much at that point. I was tripping, for sure. Like, but what do you think about it?
Think about
Acid, mushrooms, what do you think?
I don't know.
I just like to get, you know, just try to get an opinion on somebody younger, you know? Like, you're just emerging into the world, and, you know, I just want to see what kind of information you get.
I don't know. It seems like, I don't know. It makes you fall down.
Well, alright, the alcohol makes you fall down. I mean, you see me when I was tripping, like, just acid, you know? Like, not completely drunk out of my mind. Usually when I'm tripping, I don't drink, but what do you, like, I mean, did it scare you? Does it scare you when I come in with my eyeballs all dilated?
I found it kind of funny.
It is kind of weird, dude, because it kind of turns you into a little kid in a way, you know what I mean? So it's like, you're just super fascinated with, like, little things. Like, you look at a fucking, something like this, and you just be like, And you could stare at it. You could stare at it for like, 20, 30 minutes and be completely entertained. Like
it's like a little piece of Mark.
Fill him in. They don't know who Mark is. Let's hear it.
Okay, Mark. He's my uncle's friend.
Uncle's friend.
Yeah, he came to live with us like 3 times for like 6 months each time, probably. He would just bring up the most random stuff.
Yeah, certainly a wandering type.
Yeah.
And that's, I like wanderers, definitely. That's I can identify with that. But
this one time he brought up this force field that was forming around the town.
And then there's crazy wanderers. You know what I mean? Like, there's wanderers, and then there's people who are completely fucking out of their gourd. You know what I mean? Like, man, you remember that one time he was talking about how he moved a heap of junk from one side of the yard to another side of the yard because it was it was blocking the radio waves or something.
Yeah, he
right?
No, and then this one time he took the wood and he stacked it up on this one side of the yard. He said, the Republic won't be able to hear us anymore. Or something like that. The Republicans will be able to hear us anymore.
Dude, they're definitely going to be able to hear you. They can hear you all the time.
Yeah.
That was an interesting fellow.
Yeah.
That was an interesting fellow. Yeah. Like, he definitely had his faults, but he was interesting. He was weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you learn a lot of things from somebody like that, But it wasn't the acid that was doing that. It was the meth. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
Like, I've met a lot of meth heads. I've met a lot of tweakers. And I'm guaranteed to have tweakers and meth heads on the podcast. So,
and then, And then there was this one time he left for like 2 or 3 days, and then he came back, and he was just like out of it completely. So he was doing something.
It's like, fuck, dude. I don't know, man. I feel like you start getting that old. Maybe you start like. Do you remember what you said? And when you remember what you said, you're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, bro, there's something wrong here, man. You know what I mean? And you gotta kind of revamp and figure out what is going on in your life. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It wasn't the acid. It was definitely the meth. But what's unfortunate is that people think it was the acid, so they think if you do acid, you're gonna lose your mind. So,
right.
Just giving a bad name to us hippies. Real hippies. But he was an alright guy. He had good intentions, and he didn't ever steal anything except like beer and weed. Yeah. But of course, you shouldn't steal your fucking people's like beer and weed. Never. That's fucked up. Like
he talked to the animals a lot, like all the time.
Well, I do that, so maybe that's a little bit of Mark right there coming out in me, man. Like maybe that part is the acid. Like you're talking to animals and shit. Like yeah, you gotta talk to the pups every day.
No, but like he would actually have conversations as if they were talking back.
Well, like I go out and whistle at birds. You know what I mean? And I feel like I feel like they get irritated with me, and I think it's hilarious. You know what I mean? But it's like this weird, one-sided conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, yeah, I bet you're thinking this way, but I don't fucking know what they're thinking. They are copying me, but I don't know what the fuck they're thinking. They're probably just like, what is that? Is that a bird? And then they're like, no, you fucking fraud. That's not a bird. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Because then they do those complicated ones, and I can't match it. I can't match that kind of whistling. I'm not a whistle master. Like, I got a few of them, but not that. They get crazy with it, man. Like,
yeah.
So there's definitely a little bit of that.
Have you talked about the old landlord yet?
Oh no, I haven't. Fill them in. Feel free. This is your pulpit, bud.
So, our old house, the landlord of our old house that we were in, the one right before this one, we moved out like probably almost a month ago, probably.
Almost a month ago.
Yeah. She was like very, very strongly Catholic.
Strongly Catholic.
And so he came to live with us for a little while. And he brought his van, which had his religious stuff on it, and that's his right.
It was a mural of a dude with horns and a long, crazy tongue going down the side, and it was a bunch of like satanic temple inspired sort of symbolism. So there's like 666, Hail Freedom, hail the Constitution, be kind, things like that. So, go on.
So, and then she came in the yard with her kids.
Yeah, it was like her 4 kids,
Yeah, her 4 kids. She came into the yard and started screaming at Rhea. Oopsie.
Yeah, I'm glad you were there for that, because if nobody else was around, I don't know who would believe me, man. That was insane. Like, that was crazy.
Yeah, she started, screaming at you, and then...
I was so calm. I was so
I
cool,
know.
right? I was like, can we just talk about this, please?
I know, she wouldn't even let you talk or anything. And then, later on, when that happened, she started, doing stuff that would make us want to leave.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, your family members can only come twice a year to visit you.
Twice a year.
Per family. Not
just...
It
was 2 days... It was 2 days at a time, twice a year, that she said.
Yep.
What kind of fucking landlord? You know what I'm saying? That's fucking bullshit. But whatever.
And then she didn't want you there during the day with your van, so you had to spray paint your van black.
Yeah, so I painted my van black. Well, that was also... It wasn't just her. That was a compound issue, because over months it had built up of people being assholes and being harassed about it, because it's not parallel to the common idea of what is good. See, this is the problem with people measuring morality based on religion. You have to measure morality based on actions. So, I just got sick of it, so I was going to paint my van anyway. And I had already planned to paint my van when she showed up at that door and started freaking out on me. But, anyway, that just drove it home and I did it. So, now I have a black van and I'm working on another mural. I don't know what I'm going to do on it yet quite, but I have a general idea. It's probably going to be something spacey.
And then someone put forks in her yard.
Yeah. Oh, that was something else. That was that was a love interest gone wrong for me. So, surprisingly enough, I have had very few of those kinds of things happen. You know what I mean? Because it's not like I go out being a dick. It's just when you have many romantic relationships, and this is something you should definitely note, man, because this is going to help you in the future. When you have a lot of romantic relationships throughout your life, and I certainly have, you're guaranteed to run into some fucking psychopaths. You know what I mean?
Right.
But forking the yard, absolutely mild compared to my ex-girlfriend who fucking stabbed me.
No,
you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Just really be careful on who you're fucking with, man. Keep an eye out, know your worth. You don't have to take bullshit. If somebody's gonna treat you like garbage and you're treating them well, don't do it, dude. Just leave. So.
And then the first night we were here, the ceiling fan fell.
Yeah, our first night in the house. Yeah. Almost fucking crushed my little sister, Nina.
Yeah. She was walking across, and it wasn't even on. And the ceiling fan fell onto the floor, and yeah.
And that's not to say that we don't like the house. We do like the house.
Yeah, we do.
Just in case the landlord ends up watching this, I can't imagine you would. I only have 2 subscribers right now, but we'll see. We'll see. Mm-hmm. You're gonna make me famous. That's what it's gonna do. No, I don't want to be famous. But I would like to be able to give people a place where they can talk about whatever they want to. You know what I mean? Just regular people. Because, you have these podcasts, where they're interviewing experts and stuff, and I want to interview experts. I want to interview doctors and lawyers and, maybe cops. And, just everybody. I just want everybody. Tweakers, crackheads, hobos, fucking family members, whomever, cousins, But, yeah, we do like the house. It's just, there's definitely a couple of things that have gone kind of fucking haywire.
It is, huge.
We got a couple. We got a little ant colony coming out in the shower. Did you notice that?
No.
Yeah, dude. Check before you get in the shower and look around before the water washes it down. Look around. There's ants. Not so many of them. There's 3 or 4 at a time. Almost always 3 or 4. Some weird thing. But yeah, dude. We got some ants in the bathroom. It doesn't bother me, man. See, I'm a pacifist, certainly, to a degree. If I find a spider, I'll scoop them up and I'll take them outside. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But if it's an ant, there you go. I got a big thumb. You know what I mean? Your life is over. You know what I mean? So shit like that, it's okay. With roaches, I'd rather not kill them. but I know I have to. Like,
I would just wonder what it would be like if all like the tiny animals came to be big animals, and then the big animals were small.
Imagine having a pet roach. She's like this tall, and he comes up and skitters up. Yo, all right. See, that would be pretty adorable. See, I think fucking insects are super cute. Like, you know, like spiders and stuff. They're adorable, man. Like,
I don't have a problem with spiders, honestly.
Yeah, and like especially if you leave them alone. If you don't freak out and like if you don't get up in their shit. I mean, you got to remember, bro, you're a giant to them. You know what I mean? Like, imagine
the
yourself.
only spiders I don't like, I think, are like the really, really small ones because you don't know where they are. And you don't know what they could be doing.
Word.
So.
Well, they say with smaller spiders it's more venomous. And it's the same with scorpions. With scorpions, the smaller scorpion, the more venomous it is. So it's more dangerous for a small scorpion to sting you than a big one. Mm-hmm. But either way, as crittery as they are, scorpions are fucking cool, right? Like, you know...
Oh, you know that, Uncle Charlie?
Yes.
He helped his friend, they were, well, this is what Mom told me. This was a long time ago. Mom told me that Uncle Charlie and his friend, they were exploring and stuff, and they actually found the biggest spider on the planet. Like, they actually did. You can ask Mom about this. I'm pretty sure.
I need a fact checker. We have to. All right. So feel free to fact check it and look it in the comments. If you find the name Charlie Lofton attached to the biggest spider in the world, let me know because I got to know. Okay. Yeah. I'll definitely probably do my own research as well on this because that's crazy. It was
like the size of a dinner plate. I don't know if it was him that found it, but he helped his friend, which I'm pretty sure his friend is the one that discovered it.
Dude, how the fuck have I never heard this?
Mom told me this like a long time ago.
Bro, that's wild, man. That's wild. Did you hear the one about I guess you probably didn't hear the one about my biological grandfather, Eulalio, right? Mm-hmm. They were living in like Nevada or something, and it became like a regular custom to like shake your shoes out before you put your shoes on because you could find a giant scorpion in there. Right. And it was just a normal thing to find scorpions in your boots. Like, wild, bud. Wild. Like, I don't ever worry about that shit. I shake my shoes out anyway just because it's part of my little obsessive compulsive weird shit. But like, man.
I do it every once in a while. Mostly just to get the dirt out, but you know, you never know. Could be something in there.
Yeah, dude. Don't you like think about that sometimes? Like how many hazards are just hanging around all the time?
Oh, and this one time we were living in Grandma's house. That was that one time when we moved from Lincoln, and the house was still in construction. That one time I was like 5. This rattlesnake. I don't know. It may have been a bull snake. This one door, it really wasn't that sealed, this door. So the bull snake came in the house through the crack.
Oh, fuck, dude.
We had to get the bull snake and get it out of the house. Yeah.
Seeing like, yeah, Grandma, alright, Grandma's dead, for sure. Mm-hmm. But she did live quite a while.
Yeah.
Compared to like a lot of people, you know what I mean? She lived a long while. So I think maybe part of what that is I know she didn't panic. When that fucking snake came in, she was just like, okay, well, we'll get it out. You know what I mean? She's just like, well, we'll just mosey on over with this snake in the house. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like something like that, impossible to give her a heart attack. Impossible. You know what I'm saying? That's got to be a testimony to something. You know what I'm saying? She was a fucking beast. Like,
they were both sitting in their recliners like they usually did in that house, and I was sitting on the really hairy couch.
Yep, so hairy, dude. Like, so many fucking animals. Like, definitely.
Coco was on there. And I heard this hiss, and I was like, oh, it must be just a random sound. And then I look over, and there's a
dude, that's gotta be such a trip, bro. Like,
and I'm like, oh my god.
You're like, oh. like, damn, dude, what the fuck?
I was like, hey, Grandma, there's a snake in the house.
She probably like grabbed her like little grabber thing, right? What was it? What happened after that? What did she do? What was her reaction like?
I'm pretty sure that they, I don't remember who it was, but Mom taught me this too. She told me this. You put your foot on the neck, and then you grab it with your hands and squeeze it like this.
Yeah.
And then you take it out of the house.
Right. So did you do that?
No.
Okay, I was like, holy fuck, dude, you were pretty young too. I was like, god damn, like. But so I don't know, man. Like talking about grandma, it's definitely a really fucking soft spot because we were so fucking close, man. Like
and then
that was one of my best friends. So what I'm thinking is, you remember that movie Coco, right?
Yeah.
Right. So apparently in the Mexican culture, if you keep talking about people, their spirit will keep living on. Right. So if we keep talking about grandma, if I talk about grandma on a podcast right now, right, she's immortalized. She's gonna live forever in the spirit world, right? Because then it's like digital, and you can watch it forever. So like, I don't know. Or does she die for thousands of years until somebody finds this old artifact? It's like, oh shit, there's this random dude's podcast, and then she's right back to life. You know what I mean? I suppose I'd be brought back to life with her.
When I was like 8, you know, me and the boys were just like walking around, like we just messed with like the stupidest stuff. This one time, we went over to the Quonset, the big round thing with the thing. We were over here. We were trying to flip this boat up. We were like, we were determined to flip this rowboat up because it was upside down. In the
we were gonna make a sandcastle out of the boat,
in
right?
The thing. Yeah, and then we finally got it up, and there was a rattlesnake underneath the boat. And we were all like backing up, and then I told Nathaniel, "Yo, go run and get the shovel. Go get the shovel."
The shovel. What? Yeah, dude.
We started to wave the shovel around the snake, and then Nathaniel, I gave it to Nathaniel for a second. He threw the shovel at the snake.
Why do you fucking throw your weapon? Like, why would you throw your weapon?
We couldn't get the spade, so. At this point, we were screwed, so we ran and got Charlie, and he shot it. So, yeah.
So that's where we grew up, folks. Shooting fucking rattlesnakes, hitting them with shovels. Yep, that's the origin. It's what do you feel about like the difference between where we grew up and where we're at now? Because I mean, you know, I've lived all over the place. You've lived all over the place, really. I mean, you know, we've done a lot of traveling and shit, you know. But the origin was always the farm. The farm in McCook. What do you miss it?
Well, part of me does.
Same.
But at the same time, I liked it more before that happened. And I broke my foot I broke my foot like 4 times.
I feel partially responsible for that, dude. Okay, throw the story down, dude. Okay. It's a ridiculous story. Just throw it down.
We were at the skate park.
For 2 minutes. Like fucking 2 minutes, dude.
I know. So, he gave me his board, and he went to go sit down. And I was trying to do this ramp thing. And I flipped the board, sort of. And then I landed on my foot, and I hit it so hard that apparently it broke my bone.
It broke his foot.
And
of course, it was 2 minutes into skating, so I was like, man, walk it off, pussy. I've been skating for 6 years. I've been skating for 16 years. I've never broken a bone.
Yeah, you were like, oh, it's probably just like a little bit hurt or something.
Yeah, no, but dude. X-rays, that shit was broken, bro. I felt so bad. I was like, holy fuck.
And then we went to get an X-ray. They didn't notice anything. They said it's just pretty, sprained a bit. And then on our way out, we were walking. The hospital people came running behind us saying, "No, it's fractured. We found the fracture." And then we had to go back for another 3 hours because they found this small, tiny little fracture. And then I decided in Florida, oh, my foot feels fine. You know, I'm just gonna walk on it. You know.
Word.
I broke it the second time just walking on it.
Broke it twice. You know, this is bad. But it's going to serve you well when you start getting heavily tattooed. You know, when you start getting your whole body tattooed, you're going to be like, man, I broke my foot 4 fucking times. I can handle this shit. That's what helps me.
I broke it 4 times in the same year.
Word. I think back to the times when I was getting my ass kicked. You know, when I was fighting in bars when I was a stupid 17-year-old. So I'm like, if I'm going through something crazy hard or something painful, I'm like, I've been through worse. It'd be alright. But now you have that basis.
But yeah, the first time was the skate park. Second time was just walking on it. Third time was the horse. So I was riding the horse at the farm. We were riding the mini horses.
All right, I remember this. It was
And-
Shitlins.
Yeah,
Shit.
he started.
Shitlins, not Shitlins.
And then we started to go. He was doing really good, and then he started to kick. So this foot, it got stuck in the thing. It was like stuck in the stirrup. So I was like this on the horse, hopping on this foot, and it broke it again.
Let's just cut your legs off. Like, you just have so many fucking problems, man. Let's just get rid of the whole fucking thing. Throw it in the trash, dude. Like.
And then the fourth time, I was jumping on the trampoline. I was just trying to jump on the trampoline. And I was jumping on the trampoline, didn't even hit anything, broke it. It was just a trampoline. It was just me jumping on the trampoline.
Alright, so when this kid turns 18, we're going to start a GoFundMe. And you can donate for his money to buy weed so he can medicate his feet. Right? Fair.
Yeah.
Like, no, I mean, go into detail. Talk about, like, your feet and, like, the medical process and what you had to deal with on that shit.
After
you know what I'm saying?
after I broke my foot, that's more when I started to get heavier. That's definitely when it started.
Yeah, because you can't put any weight on it.
Yeah, I was really skinny before.
Yeah, I remember, dude.
Yeah, I was really skinny before. But after that, I just kind of gave up on walking and stuff. I didn't really want to.
And it's scary, you know? It's scary. I remember when I broke my collarbone, it was scary to skate, like, but you gotta get over your fear if you're gonna do it, but then you're also still taking a risk, you know? Like, you remember when I broke my collarbone, right? I was skating way before I should. I was skating with a fucking sling on. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, maybe my pig-headedness isn't the greatest for healing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but, you know, I mean, you're in great shape now, right? I mean, your feet are good.
Yeah.
We
got
can
those shoe inserts.
We're starting to work more on the upper body stuff, so, you know, that doesn't require too much of foot action, you know? But,
I think that I think I've lost weight than before, because before I was like, it was really bad. Like, even my fingers were like really, really chubby and stuff. But, yeah.
which can be handy when you get a girlfriend. I'm just kidding. Or a boyfriend, whatever you want to see, man. That's fucking stupid. Sorry, dude. You don't know about that shit yet. I'm just gonna pretend that you don't have access to porn. I'm gonna imagine that you're not watching porn. Like.
Okay. So, then Mom got me the Xbox 360.
Right.
And that's when I started playing Skyrim like a lot.
God damn, addicted. Oh.
And I started doing these just weird glitches and stuff. It's such an old game, so there's just stuff that you don't even.
But it's still so good.
I know,
like, it's so fucking crazy.
It's still one of my favorite games.
The only game I've ever pre-ordered, ever. Still, to this day.
That's definitely still one of my favorite games.
Oh yeah. Definitely, I'd consider it probably one of the best video games ever created, you know? And then, you know, there's like Skyrim and Fallout. But of course, that's my genre, I'm not much of an online player. I like the storyline, I like getting immersed, the whole sandbox experience. You know, you build your world, you kill people, and it affects your story kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, of course, it's not all murder, but like, you know.
Yeah. So I was when I started, like, this was like my third person, and I was walking up to talk to the Greybeards, and I was fighting the freaking white monster thing, and he was like jumping around and stuff, and I like threw this thing at it. I don't remember what it was, and it just froze him. He just stood there, and I was just like, it wasn't. I don't think it was like a magic potion or anything.
Did he fall over though? Nothing.
No, he just stood there. I think it just froze him.
So wait, was he like in the ice form kind of thing? You know, like when you do the ice form spell or the ice form shout, and then you freeze people. Was it like that?
He was just standing there. He was like about to hit me and stuff, and then he just like stopped.
Well, what'd you fucking do to him? Why was he trying to hit you? You
I
fucking
like,
up the graybeard.
Like, I sort of like, I just like, I'm talking about like the ice monster thing that when like you
the
fight,
ice wraith.
the thing you fight on the way up there. So when it started to freeze, I was like, what are you doing, dude? And then I walked around him and stuff, and I was like, I'm just gonna go.
Just like avoid all this bullshit, like because you want to hit him just to see, but then you're like, do I really want to fuck with this thing right now? Like,
what if I hit him and then he freezes?
And then he starts freaking out.
Because usually what I do, I go up on this rock and start hitting him with the bow.
Oh yeah.
That's the best way I would do.
Camping.
Yeah.
It's camping. It's camping for our. Well, but it's acceptable if you're camping in an RPG because then there's not like a human consciousness suffering for it. You know what I mean? There's not like a, you're not like, man, fuck this guy on the fucking tower. You know what I mean? There's like, it's just computer, man. Fuck them. Fuck their feelings. You're free to camp. Like
at the beginning, like you don't really get like that much stuff, so you can't really just go on full on fighting.
You gotta be smart.
Yeah.
Or you will die.
And it took me like, I swear it was like 6 hours to do the Thalmor embassy because I didn't know where to go.
Yeah, dude, it's weird how like a little side quest turns into a fucking boss fight. You know what I mean? If you come into it and you're super low level and you're just like, man, fuck it. If I spend enough time fighting this dude and being smart, I can do it. And then the worst is when you're like fighting somebody for like, like with Dragon Priests, I got into this shit a lot, dude. I'd fight a Dragon Priest, I'd spend like a good 45 minutes just grinding away his health bar, dude. And then I fucking die. And I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, God damn it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what did I do for this whole time? Why am I doing this? Like...
And, okay, so, you know where you get to the jail thing in the Thalmor embassy when you're getting stuff?
You're going to free that one guy.
It took me like 2 hours just to get there because I had no idea where I was going. And when I got there, I got the key, and I went all the way back up because I thought it was something else. And then I got lost again. I didn't know where it was, and then I went back down, and I passed the trapdoor. Didn't even know what that did. And then finally I went in, and I was like, oh, what's this? And then I unlocked it. I was like, really? This whole time?
Did you ever fuck with the Augmentinium glitch?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
Dude, they must have patched it before you got into it, dude. That was like, it was so sick. I remember when they patched it, and I kept my PS4 on. No, that was back when I was on Xbox 360. But I didn't update my Xbox 360 just so I could keep the glitch, right? So I made like good 70, maybe 80, maybe more level 81 characters. And like obviously, if you don't know Skyrim, level 81 is the highest you can reach with everything at 100. And then you can, prestige basically, which, you make your skills legendary. But
and if you don't do any of the glitches, it takes so long to get there. Like seriously, it's not. Yeah, I know 81 doesn't sound like that much, but it's so
with the Augmentinium, man, game changer, man. Because like you can upgrade your character all the way to level 81 from level 15 in like maybe an hour, 2 hours. Just it's like a book glitch, you know what I mean? So like they gave you like if you do the Augmentinium challenge, you get like you get 5 levels on each skill in one skill tree. So you can do the warrior or the stealth or the mage, right? So like you can figure out a way, like there's a way to duplicate it, and then once you duplicate it, you can keep on going for each one of them, and then you just upgrade everything. You know what I mean? And that's something that like it's fucking long gone now. You know what I mean? But I guess it doesn't matter now because like now, they let they allow mods on the console. You know what I mean? So that changed it. So I don't fucking know what you can do now. Like it's crazy.
Like at the very, very beginning when you're going with Rayloff, at the end when you're doing the bear, you taught me this glitch where you kept on hitting the dude and it gave you XP.
Yeah, so you can upgrade your one-handed, two-handed, and archery. Like, it was crazy. And you can upgrade it all the way to 100 before you even jump into the game. But it is a grinding one. That's like,
it takes
it's
a long
grinding,
time.
bro. And then eventually you're just like, you're at like level 85 on one skill, and you're just like, God, fuck it, dude. I'm like, just goddamn get on with the story. You know what I mean? So you just like give up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
so
he doesn't die, and he doesn't try to fight back at all.
He's just like, what are you doing? I'm
whole
on your side. Yes, dude.
He just does it over and over.
Word.
Like, what are you doing?
If you know Skyrim, you definitely know this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Yeah, dude. I leached that so hard. Like, you know. Just like anything, you know, and then like, you know, if you go, I guess we're just going straight into Skyrim now, but if you go to if you go to fuck, goddamn it, shit, it was the one with it was the Solitude.
Solitude was it the one with the castles of Silence?
No, it was the rundown, fucked up city with the bay, you know what I'm saying, and then there was the new sanctuary for the Dark Brotherhood. What was it? It's the most north one, and it's so snowy, and there's like a ship at the dock, and then, you know, like they're having nightmares. It was the ones where they're having nightmares. The whole town's having nightmares, and there's a mine there. But anyways, there's like this like hidden chest there. And you can go to this chest, and and you have to do it while the Khajiit merchants are like hanging out outside of town. And then you can go to this place, and it opens up their inventory for you. So you can take all of their shit, run back across the town, sell it to them, run back, you sell everything to them, and then you run back, and you pick up everything, and you come back and you sell it, and it's just unlimited gold, dude. And that's how you, like, and you can upgrade your speech level up to 100 doing that. So that's what I really got into after the Augmentinium got fucked. So.
And, like, when you're like walking around town and stuff, I hear the weirdest stuff. I don't know if I'm just hearing things, but people are just talking about the weirdest stuff in town, especially the kids. Yeah. Like sometimes they're just so violent with stuff. Yeah. Especially the king's kids. They're like, oh, another person here to kiss my father's boots.
Another traveler here to lick my father's boots, and it's like, man. Really? Man, fuck you, dude. I'm a fucking dragonborn. Like, get out of me.
I help your father out so much.
Dude, right? Like, you saved your whole fucking town in the beginning of the game. No big deal, but whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And, like, I've tried to kill them before, but they just don't die.
Yeah, you can't kill the kids. You can't kill the kids. Which I do understand. But it's also like, I feel like you should be able to turn that on and off. Because some of those motherfuckers are assholes, dude. Like that one kid who bullies this other chick. Like there's in Whiterun, there's this one kid who like really bullies the shit out of this other kid, and she's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to handle it. You know what I mean? You can help her, but like, wouldn't it just be easier to kill the fucking little asshole kid, right? I mean, like, you know what I mean? Just get it done with, not deal with it anymore. Like,
and like when you get kids, they get so happy over like a home cooked meal or something. It's like,
that was a cool feature. That wasn't in the original game. You couldn't adopt kids. You know what I mean? You couldn't get, like, in getting married. Getting married was, like, I remember that was in the vanilla game, I'm pretty sure. But, yeah, you couldn't, like, it was different. It was so different. Like, with all the updates and shit that has happened, it's like, and, like, with what was it? Hearthfire? Where you could build your house?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was never, like, when I pre-ordered the game, so it was like, I got the most vanilla version. You know what I mean? And it's so crazy because, like, now the game has evolved so much and people are still playing it. You know what I mean? Still going so fucking hard because it's such a good game. Like, I still stand by it. That may very well probably be the best game ever made. Skyrim.
And he gave, this guy, when you go to the Dark Brotherhood and you defeat the dragon in that kingdom, and then he gives you that acreage or whatever for defeating the dragon. So I went over to that acreage, I started building a house, no idea what I was doing. I was just trying to build my house.
Luckily it's pretty preset though. But
and then this freaking huge dragon with like so much health
Yes,
comes and attacks me
yes.
while I'm trying to build my
Exactly.
house.
I went through that scene. I was like, motherfucker, I'm in the wrong area.
No.
Like, we have this real estate somewhere closer to a city or something. You know what I mean? We're gonna have some help, like fighting this fucking crazy ass dragon.
I'm just like trying to build my house in peace,
Yeah,
and
dude.
this huge dragon just comes and